Take 5 with Ricovibes, the ultimate in entertainment. Live interviews, social commentary, and so much more. Go tell somebody you're now locked into Take 5 with Ricovibes.
What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Ricovibes. This is Take 5. I got a special guest in the building. I met her about 15 plus years ago. She hasn't changed since then, too. Foxxy, a.k.a. Miss Atlanta on Teacha'S Pet.
Hey, Rico. How you doing?
Vybz Kartel'S Teacha'S Pet, by the way.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm amazing.
Yeah?
I'm great.
You're looking good.
Thank you, Rico.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Come on.
You know, when I met you, you was an aspiring rap artist. Do you still do that, or is that still a dream of yours?
No, that's my past.
Mm-hmm.
That's my past. I still have a passion for the pen, and I still go to studio sessions with people, but it's not my goal anymore.
Okay.
It wasn't.
How long was it your goal for, though?
A long time,
Really?
honestly.
Well, you were good.
Yeah, it's a lot of business behind music that people don't understand.
They don't call it the music business for you know what I mean? For
music,
nothing.
The business part is
Yeah.
bigger than the music
Gotcha.
itself. That's why you see a lot of people, they get on by like just having the right team.
Yeah.
Like, and their music could be trash, but
Sometimes
they have
the right place at the right time as well.
That as
Timing.
well,
Yeah.
but like the business side is so important because I've seen a lot of people like they are very, very talented, but they don't understand the business, so they either get fucked over or they just never move, And I understand the business side now, but it's not my passion anymore. So, I've always thought about maybe like managing somebody or something like that.
You'd be a great manager because you're very pushy.
Women can get into avenues that men can't.
Yeah, unfortunately or fortunately. Yeah. Where you originally from, though?
So I was born and raised in Southern California,
Okay.
Riverside to be exact. And then I moved out here to Atlanta in 2001, so the middle of 8th grade.
Okay. Why did you move? Move from California to Atlanta. That's a huge move.
You'll have to ask my mama that.
Really?
I've heard different stories of why we left.
Okay.
We left to get away from my father.
Okay.
Then I heard that she wanted a new start. So I really don't know why we came. I actually wasn't excited to come here. I'm happy now as an adult that we did, but I was not excited at first. I thought it was going to be so country. And
That's what everybody used to think.
Yeah,
back
I did
in
not
those
want to
times.
come here.
Yeah. Wow. So then when I met you, I think I met you just before you went on to Vybz Kartel'S Teacha'S Pet. How did that? How did that happen?
It's such a funny story. At least to me, it's funny. At the time, DJ Proper English was like my bestie, and I seen on his Facebook page it had the ad video for the show,
Right.
and so I hit him up like, I know this is a joke. Vybz Kartel'S not having a real show, and he was like, yes, he is, and so I took it as a joke,
Right.
and I kind of sent in an email. It said send an email with a picture, so I sent an email, and the email kind of stated that I was friends with Not Nice at the time, or whatever, and my interest, and I sent a picture, and they hit me back literally the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Had you been to Jamaica prior to doing the show?
No, but
You've never been to Jamaica?
I do have family members in Jamaica, but I had never been.
Okay. So the selection process was how? They hit you back, and then what happened?
Yeah, so they hit me back the next day, and they said that they were interested, and they asked me if I could send a video of saying the reason why I would be good for the show.
Okay.
And so,
Do you remember what you said?
What, the video?
Yeah.
So crazy. I was friends with this white boy named Patrick, who went off to be this big videographer guy for Future.
Really?
And at the time, everybody knew I was an exotic dancer at the time. So, I think he liked me, but I was like, Patrick, I need a video, fast. And so we went to my leasing office, but like how the leasing offices have
The nice furniture, and
like
stuff.
the clubhouse.
Yes,
So we went there, we shot at the pool, and then we went to the club that I was working at, and I did a couple of like tricks on the pole, and I had an apple, and I was at the pool, and I was like, I would be the best because I love men, and I'm like, it was. Now that I'm looking back at it, it was kind of corny, but at the time, I mean,
but it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
But the catch was. So they had already, by the time they chose me, they had already had the amount of girls that they wanted.
Which was how many?
I think it was 20.
Really? Okay. 20 different cities?
Girls. 20 different girls.
From 20 different cities? Or?
Yeah,
okay.
well, that's how it was supposed to be, like split up from different places.
Gotcha.
They had already chose their girls. So later on, they came to me and they said that they were going to make me like a wild card. So they had different girls all with these numbers on it, and they left it to the audience to say like vote for who you like or whatever on Lime or CVN. I don't remember the but they did that. But I guess what happened was shout out to Jay Will, the director. But I guess I reached back out to Jay Will and I was like, Jay Will, like I'm not hearing no response or whatever. And he sent the video to Vybz Kartel personally, and Vybz Kartel said he wanted me. So Vybz Kartel had to front my flight, and he had to take it because it was like extra.
So this was a production company that was doing the whole thing.
Yes, I think it was J Will Films with Carlene Samuels.
Okay.
Carlene has a child by one of the Marleys or something. I don't know. Gotcha. She's well known, and the Vybz Kartel made a choice. It was me and somebody else. I don't remember, but they had said that they already had the trick was they already had somebody from Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah, they already had a girl from Atlanta. I think she was a hairstylist or something. They had a girl from Atlanta, and they didn't want a whole bunch of people that had the same personality or looked the same. So they felt like they already had a me, but something happened with that girl's family or something where she couldn't come. So it just all made sense.
So you were just again in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it was divine.
So what was the whole, for those who have never seen the show, it's on YouTube now, of course, but what was the whole premise of the show?
You asking the wrong person. I mean, it was called Teacha'S Fete, but I mean, what is a Teacher's Fete?
So you guys was trying to get his love. I assume.
Yeah, they always compared it to Flavor of Love.
Okay.
So I guess that's where it stemmed from.
So you did things to impress him.
It was supposed to be like, like you want Vybz Kartel's love.
Attention, you want his attention.
Yeah, but people always thought it was this thing where like, who's going to be his girlfriend? But we all knew about Shorty. Like,
okay.
So
was she on the set at any time?
Never.
She never came there?
Never seen her.
Okay. Have you met her?
Never.
Okay.
Never seen her.
So, I know at the time, one of the big questions was who actually slept with him. Are you at liberty to say, did you have a relationship with him? Or?
Well, the good thing about me is I'm very blunt.
Okay.
Me and Vybz Kartel never had sex. Let me say that again, Rico, because people ask me this all the time. Me and Vybz Kartel never had sex.
Did he get close?
I mean, me and him tongue kissed. I was his first date.
Okay.
So the first challenge I won.
Okay.
It was a photo shoot challenge, and I got the first date. So they were, trial and errors with the way that they were taping. But me and him was in his S class, and I wanted to kiss him, and he told me that he can't kiss.
Really?
And I should have listened to him because that man can't kiss.
He cannot kiss.
He can't kiss. Hey yo, it was horrible. It was bad. Wow. It was bad. Big up Vybz Kartel.
I mean,
but
was
that
he kissing
kiss
on camera or something? Maybe he was.
No, it wasn't on camera. This was just me and him.
Okay.
Just me and him. The kiss was bad.
So, as you wanted to kiss him, did you want to sleep with him as well?
No.
So you never wanted to sleep with him? I
never wanted to sleep with him. And, my mother, before I went on the show, my mom didn't know who Vybz Kartel is. And anybody that knows my mom is, she's not in the know. Mm-hmm. So my mom must have did her research on Vybz Kartel and said, I heard that he has this and this going on. Promise me that you won't have sex with him.
Really?
Yeah. Before I left, she told me that. And I promised my mom that I wouldn't have sex with him, but I didn't have plans on sleeping with him anyway. But the fact that my mom came to me and asked me that, I told her that I wanted. But he never made me feel like I needed to have sex with him, though, either.
Okay.
Like, he's really, really, really cool. He's really cool, very, very smart. You know, I've sat on his lap before. I've been in positions where another next man would have been like, all right, let's go. Vybz Kartel's a smart man. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I would have gave it to him, he would have took it.
Of course,
but
ain't nobody gonna refuse. But
he made me feel like I was his friend.
other girls, do you know if they slept with him or not?
I mean, you know, I can't speak on another girl's poom poom.
Right.
But the rumors was that Tia, the one that won, she slept with him. That both the Trini girls slept with him. Okay. My roommate Boston, the Rasta, the white Rasta, she slept with him before she came to the show, and both of the twins slept with him.
So he got quite a few of them then.
But some of them he slept with before the show started. But remember, it was 20 of us. Well, technically, like 21 or 22. So that's not the majority. But
True,
I mean,
but quite a few.
I mean, he got a set of twins. He got 2 Trinis,
4,
a white Rasta,
5,
and a girl from Paradise.
6.
That's not over 50% though.
No,
Rico.
but it's still a
this
lot.
is Vybz Kartel. He could have.
It's still a lot. Did you get along with all the girls on the show? No. Okay, why not? Was it a personality clash or what was the problem?
They hated me, Rico.
Why?
They hated me, Rico. They hated me. I stayed on World Star. During the show, I was on World Star so much.
Jeez.
For fights and stuff.
Did you win the fights?
I actually got beat up on live TV.
By whom?
The first one, I would say I didn't lose, but the last one with that man, I call her a man because she's strong. Very strong.
Where's
her
she
back
from?
is strong.
Who's with
Salem.
Okay.
Salem from Salem. That girl is strong. If you watch the show, he talks about her. He says like, yeah, she give me vibes like she's my dupes and my pari, and she's like a dude. She's like a dude, and she's strong. And honestly, I wasn't. It looked worse on TV than it did in person, but. You know,
did you get hurt? Did you get anything?
No, I didn't have no bruises though. Okay. And let me tell you something about me, Rico. I'm not pussy. So at the end of the day, I've never been the type of girl to be like, I can beat everybody's ass. I'm not like that.
You act like it.
No, let me tell you.
But I know you.
But let me tell you
right.
something. I'm not like I can beat everybody's ass, but one thing I know about me is, one, I'm not backing down if somebody tries to fight me.
Gotcha.
And 2, at the end of the day, you might beat me, but I'm going to be ready to keep fighting. I had a sister when I was growing up, and she used to be like, go outside, and she would lock the door and say, don't come back in until you win. So fighting me is not the problem you're going to have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not saying who I can beat and who I can't. I'm not going to stop till I knock your head off your neck.
At least try to.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I mean, I haven't lost many fights though, Rico.
Okay. No, you're right.
I mean, have you heard my track record, Rico?
I have not heard of you losing many fights. You're right. But I know you're ready to fight at any time, at any drop of a pen.
That's because you can't violate me. You know, when you're like a friendly, bubbly, like I'm a happy person, and I'm like, you know, and I come through. I be trying to, kill them. I think I'm fly, and that confidence sometimes really fucks with other people more than it does me. Like, I don't understand it. So some girls get really bothered by that. EA the reggae scene, but like that's yeah.
So how did the show end up? I mean, you obviously know that you didn't win, but at what point did you get kicked off the show?
I was the 5th or 4th. I think I was 5th to last.
Okay. So you lasted pretty long.
Yeah, I did. And you know what's so crazy? The director, Jay Will, pulled me aside afterwards and told me, like, 2 things. Everybody already had it in their mind that I was going to win. They thought because of the way the show was going. So they needed something to
kind of
confuse people and really shift the show. So that's one. But then I'm kind of like a rebel. So like, let's say Vybz Kartel says, I like orange soda. This was the example he gave. all the girls, if he says I like orange soda, the other girls are like, oh, I love orange soda too. Oh my God, you like orange soda? I like orange. And then here comes Foxxy like, well, I like cream soda. Try cream soda. Try cream soda. You don't want to try cream soda?
Gotcha.
And that doesn't quite.
That didn't quite gel.
Yeah.
Was it scripted at all, or how much of it was scripted? How much of it was?
No.
So it was all you guys doing.
It was all us. Now I'll say in the beginning, like the first episode or two, or the first 2 or 3 episodes, like they were pushing for girls to do something because they needed some action because the girls didn't know each other, so everybody was kind of like timid,
apprehensive, right?
Yeah,
right.
And that's where the twins came in with the foolery.
Okay.
But other than that, nothing was scripted. Nobody said, "Hey, you need to say this," or "Today we're gonna make." What edits and cuts they did is they own as far as that. But no, it was naturally just. I mean, you put that many girls in one house, you're gonna get
especially
some action.
if y'all don't know each other.
You're gonna get some action.
Right. How long were you in Jamaica shooting the show?
1 month.
Okay.
1 month.
Did you have fun otherwise while you were there?
You know what? That experience was something I'll never forget. I could never forget that. Like, the things that happen on the camera and off the camera is something that I can value for life. Nobody can ever take that from me. And we were the last females to really experience Vybz Kartel in his whole entirety.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before all the confusion. So I really keep a special place in my heart for that show. I do.
Did it do, when she came back to the US, did it do anything for you in terms of your career or anything like that?
I don't feel like it did what it was supposed to do because what happened to him happened, a lot of the sponsors pulled out.
Gotcha.
So I think what would have happened and what did happen is totally different because of what happened. Right. So I don't feel like the show gave me the dividends that it should have. But I do have supporters to this day that just loved me from the show. Yeah. Gotcha. And every time I think that people forget about the show, I'm reminded. Like, I was on a date with a guy at the Brave Stadium, and we were walking through security, and this guy stopped me after I walked through the metal detector. And so I'm thinking like, oh my God, did I leave something in my purse? And he was like, come here. And he was like, you were on Teacher's Pet, weren't you? And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that.
Wow. I mean, you say on a date, does guys get intimidated dating you, especially of who you are and who you were at the time?
I've had situations where, not really on the dating thing, but if I'm dating a Caribbean man, especially a Jamaican man, it always gets brought up if they know about it, in some form or fashion, or they're like, you're not Kartel'S pet no more, you're Leon's pet. Like, you're this, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want to feel like, I got the pet now. Like, I don't know. It comes up. Not all the time, but sometimes.
So how about the dancing part? You were an exotic dancer before. Did you go back to that once you came back to the US?
So when I came back, I did go back to dancing for like another probably like year or two. I don't really remember. It was like another year or two before I stopped or something like that. But I was doing that to provide for my family. Okay. I had my sister at the time was in the feds, and my sister has 3 children. So I did what I needed to do as a woman for my family. So I stand on that.
Okay. Did you make a lot of money doing that, obviously?
Yes. Yes. Did I?
Would you ever go back to...
Did I? Yes.
Would you ever go back to doing that if push
No.
comes to shove?
Never.
Okay.
Now, bartender, waitress, maybe as an extra thing, but I'm a full-time stylist, Rico.
No, we can see.
My thing is different, okay?
We can see.
My thing is different now, and I make good money styling and personal shopping for people. I work at Saks Fifth Avenue.
Okay.
So that's my thing, we thank God for the blessings and the humble beginnings, because all the things that I've gone through has made me so much better, And I understand myself so much now.
Gotcha.
You know, and I've made some great relationships. Like, I will never forget the relationship that I had with Vybz Kartel. Like, he is such an influential, smart person, and if you know, you just know. You know what I'm saying? And he teaches you things, and and they slowed him down, but they never stopped him. And at the end of the day, he had a skincare line that I have at my house that he was gonna come out with, and I spoke to him while he was in prison.
But do you think he's ever going to get released? In your opinion? You do.
I do. I just feel like Jamaica's going to drag it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they've kind of dragged it enough. They could let him out. I mean, he's still making music.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
Kind of slowed down a bit now, but
yeah.
he is.
But he's forever Vybz Kartel. Nobody could ever take that from him. Yeah. But, you know, because of him, I met somebody that I loved very well. I was in a relationship with somebody that I cared about a lot.
Okay. I mean, name drop here. Now you got me curious and you got them curious. So name drop.
Well, you know, I grew to have a relationship with Poppy.
Yeah, Popcorn.
Yeah, that's my love.
So did Kartel know about that?
When I spoke to him in prison, he said he knows everything.
Really? How long was the relationship?
It was on and off for a couple of years. You know, it was more of like a situationship, because anybody that knows him knows that, you know, he has his women. You know what I'm saying? And I don't live in Jamaica, so, you know, it was like a situationship. But I was okay with it because he's respectful when I'm around. So
okay.
I love him.
So you're good with being for want of a better word, a side chick.
I wouldn't call that a side chick, though.
So you call it a situationship before, but...
Yeah, I'll call it a situationship, but I don't want to call it a side chick. Okay. A side chick means that, like if he's married or if he had... Like, he doesn't have that. No, gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be one girl that he was with longer than the other ones. Right. Like, but...
So you guys are no longer together, though?
No, but that's my friend. I talk to him now, all the way to now.
Okay.
That's my love. I love him.
Okay.
Yeah, when he was fighting on stage, when he was fighting Rhino on stage, I was fighting too.
You was there?
Yeah, I was there.
You was fighting too? So you was
well, you know, I didn't know it was Rhino at the time. You know, okay. It was so much going on backstage, and I was on the side of the stage while he was performing. But yeah, if you ever go look at the video, because they have a slow-mo of the video on YouTube, and you'll see a water bottle being chucked at Rhino's head from the side.
That was you?
Yeah, because it was like, I'm riding for mine. You're not fucking with my man.
I hear you.
You're not fucking with my man. I'm fighting with my man. I'm sorry. I know that might... Now I'm different, but no, you're not.
Yeah, you ain't too much different now. Ted may not know you. I know you.
Hey, I'm not.
We've been friends for years, so I know you.
I don't know, but fighting. You've never
I've
fighting
never
with a man.
Seen you fight.
You've never even seen me really hanging with a man,
no.
Rico. So it's kind of like but if I did have one, you would know. And if somebody ever tried them, it probably would be the same. Okay, I take that.
You're right or die.
Yeah.
So you just returning from Ghana, the motherland. How was that trip, and what was the experience like there?
It was amazing, man. If you haven't gone to Ghana, you have to go.
I've been to Gambia, I've been to Senegal, but I haven't been to Ghana.
It's not the same.
Well,
I can't say it's not the same because I haven't been there, but I mean, Ghana is where the gold was. Mm-hmm. You know, Ghana, that's the reason why they came and they took us. They came there because gold was there. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, you know, being I feel like people have to really learn their history. Mm-hmm. You know, the United States doesn't really give us our history in whole. They give us the civil rights movement. Not the complete thing, no. They give us the civil rights movements and show us monkeys and elephants, and that's it. There's so much wealth in Ghana, and it's so beautiful, and it's just dope to see your people. And I went to the Cape Coast Castle, and I went to the Elmina Castle, and I cried so much, and just to know where you come from, and to not just to hear about it, but to actually feel it. I'm an empath, so I can feel that energy. So to go into those dungeons and really like feel that energy of my ancestors was life altering.
Wow. How long did you stay there?
2 weeks.
Would you go back?
Of course,
I'm going to live there.
You know what's so crazy? I feel like I would, but I always feel like no matter where I think I'm going, I would have to figure out what is going to be my way of making money.
Gotcha.
Once I figure that out, I'll go anywhere. I'm not opposed to leaving the United States. This is tiny. This is a nugget. You have that blue book, you can just fly back to visit.
Yeah.
So I don't feel stuck anywhere.
What's your next trip? Where are you going to go next? Where you want to explore?
My next trip, once my job clears my days.
It's almost like you already thought about it.
No, it is. It's about to get booked. I'm going to Thailand.
Thailand. Okay. Why Thailand?
Thailand in January. Because.
Is there a man there?
What?
Is there someone there?
Rico, I'm just taking a vacation to Thailand.
You don't ever
What do
just
you
do
mean?
something.
Yes, I do. I just went to
Foxy.
Ghana too.
Yeah, but
Thailand.
is there a man there that's
Thailand
waiting
is
for you?
beautiful. Waiting for me? I mean, I have men everywhere waiting for
I
me,
know
Rico.
that. I know that. That's
There's
why
men
I'm
everywhere.
asking.
It's
That's
men-
why I'm asking.
It's men everywhere. It might be a man there. It might not. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't care. I don't.
You
know
speak the
his kids'
language?
detail. What? Thai?
Yeah, do
No.
no. But you will learn, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure they well, I have on my phone, I have Google Translate.
Okay.
I've been to DR with that. I went to Ghana with that, and any language is on there, and you could put conversation and you could talk and the other person can talk and it doesn't have to mess up anything.
Okay.
So I use that. As long as you got Wi-Fi, you're good. That's the hardest part, the Wi-Fi part.
Okay. Now, I know some folks who know that I know you, and sometimes they ask me, do I think you had any work done? I've known you for years. I don't think you had any work done, but let me ask you on camera, have you had any work
Well,
done?
first of all, the people need to mind their business. That's first of all. Don't watch me. Watch your mama. No, but I don't care. No, I've gotten lipo. I got after the pandemic, I went and got lipo because I felt insecure because I was cooking every day and I got really big, and so I got lipo. Word to Rico for hitting my making me want to get lipo.
Oh,
no, I'm
Lord.
playing. I'm
Did
playing.
I
I'm
know
throwing
that?
daggers. I'm
No,
like
you're
I'm throwing
daggers.
shade.
Let me tell you, for we didn't speak for a while because I said something that she was offended by. I apologize.
It's okay, Rico. It's water in the bridge. But yeah, I got lipo done, 360 lipo. What else? And anything else is none of their business. I mean, I've gotten Botox. I do stuff like that. But other than that, people now always ask me, did you get your butt done? Rico,
You always had a big butt.
Thank you, please.
I mean,
I've always
it grew, but you've always had a big butt.
Yeah, but my age grew.
Right.
I was how old? I was young.
Yeah, you were probably a teenager when I met you, right?
I was probably
19, 20?
19 or 20, Rico, and I'm 35.
Yeah, so it's been a minute.
When you get older, things grow. You gain weight, lose weight, it grows. You get older, your hips widen out. You know what I'm saying? That just happens.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Don't be mad at me because I got something at the top and something at the bottom and nothing in the middle. What ways?
Oh my gosh! So are you seeing somebody now? Are you single or were you available? What's the deal with you? Foxy?
I'm single. I'm enjoying life, Rico.
Enjoying life?
I am
I
single.
can tell. You look happy.
Yeah, I am.
You look happy.
Rico, let me tell you something, man. God is so good, and I make my own bread. I make good money. I always have a hustle or two on the side. I have a store with my family. You know what I'm saying? I have a roof over my head. I get to buy myself nice things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for nobody to save me.
And I just saw that nice car outside. She got a nice car outside, folks. I didn't even recognize it because she changes vehicles so often. The last time I saw you had a Porsche.
Yes, that was my baby.
I had a Porsche. So
I didn't want to get
when
rid of
you
my
drove up, I didn't
Porsche.
realize that was you.
I sold.
I'm not going to tell them what
Porsche.
you have because I don't want
No,
to.
you're fine. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
They can't touch me, and if they try, there's something in there that'll ring.
But it's a very nice car, folks.
I've
Very
gone
nice car.
green. It's a Tesla, and that's fine. I don't mind. I was tired of gas. I always had SUVs, so
Yeah, you do. You always had it.
and I like to drive around, so it's like you feel like you're putting gas in your car every day, Rico.
Yeah, we do.
And then these reggae scene part, I don't live on the east side. I live in the city. So when you got to drive deep in Latonia and out here all the time, that stuff costs, man.
Yeah, it does. Gas is expensive.
The reggae scene's on the east side.
Gas is expensive. So what's next for Foxy?
It's limitless for me. I mean, it's not even really about what's next. Right now, I'm just focused on building my clientele.
Gotcha.
Making sure that the people that I've supported, especially on the reggae scene, support me.
Okay.
which I'm not holding my breath on that.
Hey, you know how that
We
goes.
can-
You know,
no, we
you
can-
know, you know
We're
exactly.
going to talk about it.
You know exactly how that goes.
Rico, we're going to talk about it. But I'm I have some people that really, really, really support me. Shout out to the lake.
Yeah, because you don't do parties anymore. You did a few parties back in the days.
I only had one.
Was it
I
one or
just-
two? Was two?
No, I only had
Was
one.
one?
Maybe you thought I was having one. I only had one.
Okay.
And that
That
one,
that was in Elegance, right? Was it
Yeah.
Elegance?
yeah, it was supposed to be at Bliss, then I
Yeah.
moved it to Elegance.
Right.
But I only had that one party because Slaughter Tone. I would have never had that party.
He encouraged you to have the party.
Oh my God! I said I'm not having that party. Those people hate me. and he was like, Foxy, you have to have that party.
Right.
And he said, if you need help,
Yeah, Slaughter
I
was
got
like
you.
that. He was may his soul rest in peace. He was
he
was a good guy.
Man, look, I
was a
don't
good
want to
guy.
cry, but that the reason I had that party was because Slaughter Tone. And actually, if anybody went to, that was my 30th birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
and anybody that was there, big up Rico, knows that it parties. I give props to promoters because parties are a headache.
They are.
They are one big headache, and in the reggae scene, everybody thinks they're a celebrity. So it's kind of like everybody thinks they coming in your party for free, and it's just really annoying. And so
it's tough being a promoter.
I had a lineup of DJs. One had to play in Miami because my birthday always falls on Carnival weekend for Miami, and then the other one played somewhere else. And then the other one, his friends couldn't come in with they things, so he never came in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I had nobody. Rico knows because Rico had to go get his laptop
I remembered.
and turn into his DJ days for me.
remembered.
And the only person to cover for him was Slaughter Tone, and Slaughter Tone played the whole
I remember.
party. And I remember I was going to Slaughter Tone like, Slaughter, play some hip hop, play some Meek Mills. He was like, I don't have that. That's when he had the CD.
Yeah, he didn't expect to play all night.
No, he expected to do his own little thing. And let me tell you something. That man didn't charge me a dime.
Yeah.
And bottle.
Slaughter was
The
a good
support
guy.
levels are different. People. The reggae scene has changed, and I'm happy that I'm doing this interview because at the end of the day, like, for real, people, like, support means dividends. When somebody says support my party, or somebody says support my business, that doesn't mean discount. That doesn't mean free. That means money. That means come and pay. Come and pay. Everybody can't be a celebrity. Some people are real bums out here, Rico, and I've come to say it. And at the end of the day, everybody wants to act like they're all big, but nobody wants to pay. How are these people supposed to feed their families? How are these people supposed to really, keep having parties that people like, and everybody thinks they a celebrity?
Yep. I couldn't have said it any better myself. You said it the best.
I don't care.
Folks, my special guest today is Foxxy, a.k.a. Rochelle. I know you as Rochelle, okay?
Oh my God, he don't want to let it go.
I don't want to let it go.
don't
It's
wanna
in
let
my
it go.
phone as Rochelle.
Oh my
From
God.
them time to know. Anyway, Foxxy, a.k.a. Teacha'S pet, Miss Atlanta, is in the building. What do you have to say to the folks before you go?
Just do good by people, okay? Do good by people and make sure whatever it is that you're doing is what you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. Chase your dreams. You could be the baddest female, you could be the baddest dude, but if your heart is ugly, you're ugly, straight up.
We'll catch you next time on another edition of Take 5.